Hey, good morning everyone. It's Saturday. We have the qualify today. We just made it to the track, always the first in the track. The car is fine, the car is ready. We find out some small problems. One of the bolts of the accident on Ingurdale, it was bad on the low control arm. Of course, good thing we don't have an issue, but my crew chief find out the problem and we fix it, so I'm happy. We finished that yesterday. The new Wisefab, the V2, really good. The car reacts way more better than before, so very good upgrade. We have some new faces. I'm pretty sure you all know Elliot. He's a driver. We're driving together in Hot Pit and in a lot of other events. He's like, hey, do you have a spotter? Do you want me to come spot for you? So I'm like, sure. That's Elliot. What's happening, man?
What's up, guys?
How are you doing?
Good.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was the driving yesterday?
I don't know. I heard it was good. I got here late. But it was dry, and now it's wet. And then it's gonna get dry again.
Yeah, you was driving on the energy event, right?
Yeah, Energy Prisma did a
Nice.
driver's ed for beginners. It was fun.
Thank you so much for supporting them. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry I was not there,
That's okay.
but yeah, good thing they have you too.
Yeah.
What do you think about the track?
It's cool. The banks are very steep, but we're not using them. Only in one of the zones over there. I think that'll be cool for the fans, for the spectators to see. We kind of come up closer to them and then come back down. Mm-hmm. Reminds me of Adams. You know how they have the mini Monza?
Yeah.
You just go up and right back down. That's kind of like that turn. A lot of zones.
Do you gonna go and walk the track?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's
walk.
go. I hope it's not gonna rain. I think it's gonna be good in the end of the day. I don't think it's gonna be like that. It's already start to clean it up. No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not start to clean it up.
Hey.
But I think
how you doing?
I hope it's gonna be good. So let's go with the scooters inside. I think that's the media over there. A lot of media. They're waiting, a lot of spectators. Look the bang on this thing. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's really aggressive. So I have to go full throttle here to make it to go up. You cannot make it. Barely make it. Anyway, I don't know if you can see. That's the straight. It's a big bang.
It's big bang.
It's a very big bang. Okay, let's
We're gonna
let's
walk
see.
it? We're
Here,
not gonna-
Yeah, let's walk it. Here is the start line.
It's gonna take forever. Let's take the
Yeah,
scooters.
let's take forever.
Take
I
the
cannot
scooters.
drive and talk and do all of them. It's too much.
You ride on the.
Okay, so here is the beginning of the track. I'm going first, second, third. Yesterday I was going fourth, but we do a gear change, so now I'm staying with third. And I'm lying, I'm not going first, I'm going second, third. So that's make me really quick on before the initiation. And yeah, that's one of the good stuff with LS and Mustang, right?
Yeah.
Elliot drive Mustang, if you don't know. He's a great driver, go follow him. What's your Instagram?
Bright Slide Drift.
Bright Slide Drift, the most difficult name. TGD Margaritis.
Bright like a light.
Bright like a light.
Slide like drifting.
Okay, we got this.
It'll come up.
We have the first initiation here. That's gonna be all the spectators.
Nobody's
And
getting up on this wall at all. Is there a zone?
You don't have to,
Let's look at the zone as we go on the map as we go through.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't give a. No, there is a zone. Look.
Yeah, they tell us don't go close on this wall. So first one is there. And
Nobody's getting up here.
okay, so last night we did it late, but we are here, we made it, the car is ready, kind of. the team is here. We was working till kind of late last night. We wake up 5 o'clock in the morning and we're already here. LZ Tour World, and I'm super excited. I already have seen like a couple of runs, but yeah, let me show you the car. The car is there. Look at this thing. I love it. I really, really, really love it. We try to do some changes on the wiring. And yeah, everything pretty much look good to go. Let's do it.
No, he works on Beavers.
Yeah. Look all that legends here. Look at this guy.
What up? Well, then why don't you change?
All the legends. Dimitri's here, Jeff Jones is here. Look at that.
10 on your tin can.
People from Europe is here. TJ Hunt is back there. Dylan is here. No. So yeah. Officially, LZ Tour, finally we are here, and the car is one piece. We have fixed a lot of the stuff, and yeah, let's see. It should be fun. It should be a fun day driving with the legends.
I should have brought my BMX bike next. Why didn't you? What's up?
Well, practice started very well. Everything was okay. We went out, we do, I think, 2 laps. Sorry. We do like 2 laps, I think, or 3, I'm not sure. Use tires and stuff. So, pretty chill day, no rain. After that, something stuck on my electric stuff, something of the stuff I need to change. My nitrous spray when I shut down the car. We knew it, we see it, but I was like, okay, it's not a problem, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna evaporate. So I start the engine and it's backfire. When it's backfire, he lift the whole index and he crack it here. If you see, he's broke it here. So We lost the whole practice, the first practice, and a big part of the second, but we managed to fix it. We opened the intake with the boys, we glue everything, we do these spacers, the Mickey Mouse ones, and we put it back together, and the car is working. The car is working and it's working good. At the same time, when I was fixing the intake, I changed a little bit the suspension because I don't like so much the grip with the Accelera today, and I was like, okay, let me add a little bit more grip. Let's see how the car is gonna react. The direction we was going, it was okay till it was not okay. The car felt like it was too choppy and have a lot of grip. So, rule is you never change the car back before the qualified. Unfortunately, we don't do a lot of practice, but we went for the qualified. It was probably my worst run, my worst lap, and I do 70.
We got Margaritas in this BMW E46 LS powered 775 horsepower. This thing has all the noise, it has all the torque. It is a showpiece when it's on track. But again, got to be precise. He's got all the power, it's not going to be an issue, but can he restrain himself from going off track? Let's see what happens.
All right, lots of power going into that initiation, lots of angle. Good job getting the car transition back around, comes off throttle so he doesn't shoot off the track as we come through the second outside zone. Back on throttle into the third, you can see the smoke rolling off that LS Doctor logo as he comes through and basically misses the fourth zone, which now you can see how much that's going to make you struggle through 5, 6, and 7. And that's what we saw. A little bit shallow through 4, and that just kind of ruins the line for the rest of the run.
Yeah, from the start on initiation, he just sort of came a little...
Elliot, my spotter, he's make fun of me and he's like, hey, can you do 75, like your number? And we probably don't have to drive today.
The BMW E46 LS, 71 on his first run, so there was a lot of noise, it was a lot of theater, but it just wasn't that precise. So let's hope we can tidy that up on the second run.
I mean, if you've ever chatted with him, he's a lot of noise, a lot of theater in the best possible way. Yeah. So it fits.
Into that first corner, a lot of smoke, and this is a good line so far, but you can see he comes on the throttle a little too early, missing that outer zone. Now getting back on it as they go up the bank. This is the bit where the car just kind of behaves a little differently, but he's kind of on the inside of the track the whole way around here. Oh, very wide here, sends the cone flying, but this is good at the end of the circuit, really nice at the end of the circuit. So tidying this lap up expertly towards the end. So first half of the course, but a little bit to be desired. The second was spot on, and that's going to probably balance out the scoring, and a big 360. Why wouldn't you?
What do you give the 360? On its own, by itself?
That 360 was probably the best one we've seen today. The lap, I would question, wasn't.
Well, this 75 put us in the uncomfortable position to go and drive again. I guess that's another extra lap for us, and that's very good. Anyway, we are here for fun. The drivers, they are very great. Like, we drive with some of the best drivers in the world, right? The competition level is too high, but at the same time, everybody is so friendly and nice. So thank you, LZ Tour. Thank you, Adam LZ, to invite us. Thank you, Mike, which is his manager, I think. Yeah, so it's a big honor for me to be here. I'm very happy for the team and the way we all work. Yeah, so now I don't know where and with who we're going to drive against, but that's gonna definitely be fun. The rain, it's so close, but I think it's not gonna rain. Look at that. Look what's happening up here. Thank all the people. Like, it is a lot of people here. For a day they say it's gonna rain so much. It's a big crowd, and it's so much more on the other side, which unfortunately we don't have time to go to see it, but yeah, it's so much fun. I enjoy my time, and I'm glad I'm gonna drive again today. I was thinking, like, to make a video be like 75 is my number and I target to do 75. But no, we don't target, but we was very close on that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that video. I hope we don't gonna have any more problems. It's like back to back, so many things happening. So, but the team working perfect, and I'm super happy, and everything's look good.
But this has been two guys that, in qualifying had moments of brilliance, but had some struggles as well. We can see Margaritas, he had more, I'd say, of a smooth fluid line. He's in the lead first, that's why he's the higher qualifier. And we've had some spins out from Timofey, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know in this situation, so we're going to send them off the line. This will be the first half of the battle. We will see Margaritas in the lead, Timofey in the Monte Carlo in the chase, and this is just a battle of insanity already. Here we go.
Margaritis to see how he initiates. Big initiation from Margaritis. Timofey just doing his best to keep up right now, but Mark is weak. I'm just going to go with Mark for now. Trying to see if he can get to all the outside zones just by going faster. Doesn't mean you're going to win, but Timofey spinning out. Whoa, was a little tight there, but Mark now going way offline. The Greek doctor having some problems in surgery while Timofey's just making sure he's making it in the show. Keeping it interesting, but Margaritis able to get through.
Yeah, it's a messy one.
It was messy.
It's a messy one from start to finish. There was a mistake from both drivers in the same zone, one kind of worse than the other, and I'm only giving my honest opinion here. Of course, the other judges will see it their own way. It looked like to me that Margaritis went in too fast into a clipping zone 1, had to come way off the throttle. And at this point, as you can see in the chase position, Timofey goes in, but he's on a shallow line. So if he was on the same line, you could probably look at it and say, okay, he might be in a situation where, you know, the lead car has caused that issue. But he was cutting the track so badly at that point that he was picking up so much pace. So from that point on, yeah, not a perfect lead, not a perfect chase.
It's two people dancing to two different songs. That's what it looked
like. Very good way of putting it.
One of those silent discos, you know, you got two completely different tracks going on.
From my opinion, it's still a bigger mistake from Timofey just because it was exaggerated by a poor lead line, but he really dove in and didn't have anywhere to go. But he was lucky, Margaritis, because he did make a mistake also. So, yeah, this is going to be coming down to the second half of the ballot. It could all switch the other way.
Yeah, Margaritis could spin out. Timofey could put down an absolutely crush run, and we'll see how it all plays out as they come off the line. Timofey, God, I just love seeing that car go sideways. Is incredible, but Margaritis giving him lots of space, knowing what could happen, but you want to be inactive. Oh!
Yeah, and again, you know, it's one of those things where there was nothing too spectacularly good for Margaritis, but he didn't really have to because the other car was sealing his own fate a lot of the time.
Yeah, you gotta sometimes give people just enough space to make the problem happen. So as they come back up, they can burn off some of those extra tires. I mean, at this point, you know, everybody's running the same tires. The tires are all donated. Why not? Why not just, you know, use them up, right? It's a big stack of them sitting there. Everyone's running through them, and we'll go to the judges' decision.
There you go. We have a decision in, and it is going to be Margaritis getting the win.
Definitely this will be a talking point going forward. But Dustin out front, Margaritis following behind. Dustin lighting up the tires right away. Margaritis almost going a little bit too much angle there on initiation, having to dive back in to get back on Farrell. And we'll see how they're able to hold things together. A lot of angle there from Dustin. Oh no, lost in the sauce early on, but Margaritis and Dustin able to hang on to it. Margaritis having to pull back a little bit, just not knowing what Dustin was going to do. But then Margaritis over-rotates.
Oh, that looks like it's all cut and dry, and then another bigger mistake at the end of the run. So we got to look at this one on the replay.
So going through the replay, we can see this is it right here. Where he just over-rotate. I mean, he holds it together, but definitely goes past where he should be considering. The judges are obviously discussing that as one main point as we continue on through the replay. Right here, Margaritis dives in, isn't able to scrub enough speed, and then almost, I wouldn't say it has to reinitiate, but definitely has to get back into drift. So they're going to swap it back around, you know, big mistakes for both drivers, lead and chase. Yeah, maybe it'll sort itself out. Maybe it'll sort itself out in this run, but there was definitely some problems in that previous one.
Held up and almost straightened out, causing a lot of the issues in that battle. But we'll get back to it at the end of it. Here we go in the second run. It could all switch around just as quick.
Margaritis putting on the jets and getting out there, but Dustin not letting him get away from Margaritis, pulling a bit of angle out of the car, but Dustin riding his door. He knows, I've made a mistake. I've got to drive this hard. Not a lot of room there through that transition. Margaritis has learned from his mistakes. We'll see. Dustin just tucking back a little bit too far. Did Margaritis over-rotate in that section? Was that a lead problem? Was that a chase problem? This is what's going to go into the judges. These small mistakes, whether or not it's adding up to all of it, the judges are going to have to get to it, but Cerise going to find out what's going through their heads.
Are we live? We good? All right, guys. That was a significantly different second run compared to your first run. What was going on with you in the car? It felt a little snappy. Explain to me what was going on.
Yeah, so we have a big problem with blowing index all the practice today, and we do some adjustments because we try to learn the Accelera tires, which I'm pretty exciting, and thank you Accelera to help us to do this event. And we don't have enough practice before the qualified, so we actually practice the car on the qualified. So I tried to figure it out what's going on with the car, and I think my leading was way more better. So the judges, so the people. We try my best, but yeah, the car is back 100%, and I hope you guys like the show.
Your lead run was very, very smooth in comparison. Now let's go ahead and check in with Lil Webby over here.
Problem, so I have to stay a little bit back. He tell me he have a problem, so I have to stay a little bit back because we don't want to hit our cars. We are very good friends, and he's an awesome driver. When I'm driving with him, I'm always going 100%. So, you know.
Let's go see if he shares the same sentiment. Great job out there. All right. What I was just saying to him is that first run was significantly different than the second run. What was going on with your car? How do you feel about the two compared?
Just having a little bit of issues with the car, trying to get it dialed in. I basically have 0 brakes and/or having steering issues. So chucked the belt, took out a sensor, and now we're sitting here trying to make the car run. And it took it a little bit, but it's kind of sketchy. So.
Well, it was a very good show. I love a little bit of drama. Okay, so give it up for these two drivers, eh? All right, a little louder. Come on! Thank you so much. Great job. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Thanks, Reese. And we have got a decision. We'll explain it in a moment, but this is for a spot in the final 4. And decision will drop in any moment. And going through is Margaritis gets the win and goes through to our final 4. Dustin Farrell eliminated at the top 8 stage. We're going to explain that. So basically, on the first run, we've got a huge straighten up from Dustin. So he straightens up and it puts Margaritis way off. He has to back off, go on big angle, and he's staggering the start a little bit too here. So definitely an old pro game here. You can tell that Dean knows he doesn't have as much pace as the other car, so he's going to try and leave a little bit early and get that pace into the first corner. Expect it to be Dean doesn't want to lose that BMW through the first 2 clipping zones because I don't think he'll catch it again. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, this is an old dog, an old trick. Staggering out like that lets you have a bit of a run-up, but let's see Margaritis out front. Dean making the right call on that staging setup, able to get back into that car. Big dive from Dean. Almost called him James Dean. Just with the dive, and then Margaritis getting out to those zones, but Dean Carney starting to paint the side of the car. He's in there. He knows he needs to keep that proximity. He's been chasing super well. There we go, a little hip check. Margaritis stays in and puts his foot down. Let's go, we're here to party. No spin outs.
I don't think Dean Carney's not hit someone in any of the battles. And for some reason, he's almost like a crutch for a lot of these guys to get through the last corner.
Yeah.
They go, oh, should I go back in the throttle? Dean's like, yes, you're going back in the throttle. So I got to say, from Margaritis' point of view there, that was a pretty big hit. And it was, I'm not sure, was he off throttle? We'll watch this on the replay. Through the first corner, Margaritis does a lot of slowing into that clip 1. That's why Dean sucks up so close to him. And as they come up the hill, you can see this is a good lead run at the moment for Margaritis. Dean is so close though, and this is dangerous from him. He's really in the pocket. He's giving the Margaritis makes any error here, Dean's into the side of him, and right here it looks to me like Margaritis doesn't come on throttle until very late, meaning Dean just pushes him onto throttle. So we expect the driver to be on throttle as they get to the clipping zone. It looked to me like Margaritis got on throttle just after the clipping zone, which would be a mistake on his part, but Dean was basically saying that whether you stop or go, I'm just going to go through you anyway. So I feel like, you know, there's a lot of guys around the world, mostly in the US, on a Saturday polishing their Viper, yes. You know, doing that third, of using the Grios, getting that like little bit of polish and shine, and Dean is out there just hitting everybody with his car. So an interesting one, and Margaritis I think is calling a 5-minute rule that I would imagine is down to that contact, just to make sure that the rear wheel is okay, that the alignment is okay,
yeah,
and
validating Dean Carney's insurance.
Well, you know, we nicknamed him Carnage in Ireland a long time ago.
So that came over with it.
It didn't come out of nowhere.
Okay.
It wasn't like a name that just rhymed with his name. It was very apt. So yeah. But again, he's here this weekend. This is not a Formula Drift event. This is a fun event, and he's putting on a show for the fans. And that is exactly what we all want to see: is someone pushing people around, hitting the doors. You know, this is not just a little demo. This is about showing that you will take a risk and do all that stuff. And I think it's great to see. It's been a really entertaining and fun weekend so far. We obviously go to the main event tomorrow, but both of these guys are going to be in the balance. Maybe Margaritis thinks Dean hit me really hard. Maybe he thinks that he's got the advantage. Maybe Dean thinks he's got a disadvantage. They're not going to know, and we're not going to say it outright, but it looks to me like those guys are going to be in a situation where they still have to push 100% on the second half of the battle.
Yeah, there's no givens at this point in time, and watching that contact, you know, Dean steered into it and then throttled into it. Like, realized that Margaritis is just going to keep driving.
Is that called radbulance?
That would be a radbulance. Yeah. Well, it's when you're low on rad.
So you need an injection of rad.
It's funny. That's the same vehicle that Rad Dan was built in.
Really?
Yeah. It was put together with pieces of rad.
facts.
Yeah.
These are the facts that you come here for.
He's like the $6 million man, but like
Yeah.
the 6
They found all of the rad they could,
Yeah.
and then they just made a man out of it.
Yeah, you put a rad net in the Florida River, and then that's what you make.
So they're having a look at the rear end of the car just to make sure everything is okay. And yeah, it was a heavy hit. You know, it's Dean definitely made contact. They both finished the run, so they're jacking up the car just to make sure everything's okay. I'm not sure if it could be a D-bead, could be a wheel broken,
good call.
could be an arm at it. You know, so it could be. And again, we have to look back at that on the replay, and it did look to me like Margaritis, he kind of overshot the corner, had to come off throttle quite. And you see, that's okay if you're a car like they're 2 behind in Carney's case, because you can adapt to that. But he was so close on the door, anything that Margaritis did, Carney was going to hit him. And again, that's the risk reward. So refurbished very quickly. But remember, whoever wins this battle gets an automatic place tomorrow in the main event, and also goes to the final for the bragging rights of the top 60, and has had so much more battle practice than anybody else.
That's the best point. I mean, these drivers that are, whoever wins this is going to go into competition tomorrow with a huge leg up.
And that's what it's about, because you want everyone to go in there even keel tomorrow. So let's see what happens. Carney's going to be in the lead position. Margaritis in the chase. Second half of this one with the final on the line.
Margaritis gives him a bit of space to let Carney initiate. Probably watched his runs. And Margaritis a big dive before we get into outside zone 1. Margaritis straightens. Ooh, maybe there was more of a mechanical issue than what he first thought, but he gets back into drift. Let's see what the rest of the run looks like, because there could still be errors from Dean Carney that could swap the tides. That's why I keep drifting, but Margaritis, I think, has a rear alignment issue. The way that car is moving right now is not healthy.
Yes, something has not gone right with the rear end of that car. And then from us, we're going to take a moment to discuss this. So if we decide that that car is broken, then it comes down to whose fault was it that it was broken. Was it Margaritis or Carney? And it might look like Carney's initially, or it might look like Margaritis initially, but we have to kind of have a look back at that and see what we think.
Doctor, give me the news. When you went back into the pits, did you discover anything crazy? There was a little bit of impact with Mr. Carnage himself. What did you discover?
So we have a little bit more toe, mechanical grip from Dean Carney, my buddy here, pro driver. You know, it's awesome to drive with such a good drivers. But something happened with my throttle, so we need to go and see what's going on with the car and fix this. That's why my initiations was a little bit weird. It was stuck in 4,000 RPM, so I'm so sorry, but I try my best.
Okay, we love the humility. That was still really aggressive driving. You're still driving with one of the most powerful cars out here today. Well done. Everybody give it a round of applause.
Well, we have a decision, and it's for a spot in the final between Margaritis and Dean Carney, and going through to the final from our decision is Dean Carney. Dean Carney gets the win and goes through to the final. Guys, give him a round of applause. So, got to explain that one pretty quickly. So, it looks like Dean Carney hits Margaritis. Margaritis has an issue with the car, and that sort of costs him an issue on the second run.
Right.
So, what we have to go back to is we go back to that impact and what happened. And Dean alluded to it a little bit, obviously from his opinion, it's chase position right away, and here we go.
All right, TJ out the gate. Margaritis got to be very careful not to get too aggressive and plow into the side of him. TJ, I think he turned up the nitrous, because that is the quickest we've seen him come out of the gates and out to the line. And Margaritis dialing in slowly, being very, very calculated on how he wants to do this. Through the transition, surges again forward. TJ doing a great job out in the lead. Margaritis struggled in this sector a few times now, but cuts out that zone so he can get door to door.
Now, this is going to be interesting, because I'm going to have to look at this on the replay, but from an instant, he's hitting TJ aggressively. Does Margaritis' rear wheels pass the finish line before his front wheels? That's the initial reaction from me. I'm judging, so I shouldn't be saying it out loud, but to me, TJ does a great job. Now, Margaritis has a faster car here, so to not be up on the door, at this point, he's probably thinking, I haven't done enough at this point. But it's all going to come down to this last corner. TJ does a good job in the lead position. Margaritis transitions behind. Now, Margaritis starts to force the errors on the inside of the track. Watch the contact. There's 1, 2, 3 here. One hits the front wheel, then he hits the front wheel again, and there, to me, it looks like the back wheels may go across the finish line before the front wheels, which, if we look at that again later on, to me, from a different angle, that could be the tail of the tape here. So that was just my initial reaction when I watched it. I would blame Margaritis for the impact there.
Yeah,
he's definitely hitting the front wheel, which is a no-no in drifting. So TJ is trying to hold on to the steering wheel, and Margaritis is hitting him. So second run to go. They're going to throw it down, but we're going to come back and have a look at that afterwards. Make your own judgment decisions in the meantime. Here we go.
Bit of a jump there from TJ. Great idea, great move. Let's see, he knows he's got a little bit of an advantage, but he can't just get walked away. Margaritas is going to get super aggressive with this, and TJ using that momentum and floating the car into that first outside zone. Phenomenal move there, where Margaritas now needs to get on the throttle. He needs to start walking away, and he's not going to do that with left foot brake. And a great transition from TJ. That timing was phenomenal. Wow, what an expert move.
That is a man that has no regard for that car. That was
he's got all night to fix it.
That was insane. That transition was absolutely insane. And I thought just as he was coming to the transition, he's got this wrong. And I don't know how he got away with it, but it was phenomenal. So this is strange. You can see TJ has better proximity at this point of the track than Margaritas had the other way around. And TJ now really starts to force the issue on the transition. Watch the left foot braking for Margaritas. Sucks TJ in and he transitions just on the bumper and makes it work. So that is a phenomenal move from TJ Hunt.
Wow. How many times more we can do this interaction here? Yeah, giving it everything and just trying to put on a show, and hopefully it can bring us to the end here.
If we have to do one more of these, I'm having you do like a knock-knock joke or something, because we got to break this up.
No more. I'm so tired.
He's so tired. All right, let's go check in with the doctor again. One more time. Come on, guys. You're chasing now. How are you feeling about the car?
We know with TJ, we have drive so much. He's fucking incredible driver. Like, sorry for my English, but he's so good. Like, I mean, my guy, he's like, you need to go very close. Like, he's very consistent. He's very good. I'm so proud of you. Like, sorry I touched your wheel for a little bit. That was awesome. It was very good. Like, I can do that all day with him. Like, we have drive so much, and he knows this car. I think he mastered it. So thank you guys for staying so late. We appreciate all of you.
Everyone, this has been a very long day. Thank you for being here. I agree, dude. We can't keep doing this, guys. Please, are you putting us out of our misery, or what are we doing? What are we doing?
So the boys, they check in everything, and they tell me you're okay, you are good to go. And I'm leaving the line, and when I'm leaving the line, I realize my throttle pedal stuck, and I'm like, what's going on? Why my throttle pedal stuck? And I'm in trouble now, right? I don't know what to do. So I am like, okay, I'm going on the line and I'm trying to drive the car with 4,000 RPM idle. And I'm like, oh my God. So on the initiation, I make a big mistake and I'm almost straight up. So it was driving. I guess I should know better and I should do better. So he won. Everything is good. What you can do? And after we go with my buddy TJ Hunt, he was killing it today. And when I was chasing him, I knew I need to give my all. And he's very clean player and he's very good driver. And my spotter Elliot, he tell me like, you need to go all in. Like he's a little bit slower than you, but you need to go full in. Like he's really good. So I went a little bit too close, a little bit too aggressive, and I touched his front passenger side wheel, and I slowed down his car. I upset his car, and the judges saw that, and they're like, okay. And I almost spun because my car, So things happening like that. He followed me very well. He's a very talented driver. I'm super, super happy. And he get third place. Unfortunately, when out now, we cannot compete tomorrow. It is what it is. This is part of the game. So what you can do, okay? So, and because we need to have the balls to say congratulations, people, when they win and when they go well, let's go talk to TJ. Let's see. Like his team they are all very good friends. But yeah, let's go talk to him and say congratulations. Yes, he beat me. Yes, he beat me.
Nice fucking driving.
Thank you.
Nice driving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Are you rolling right now?
I'm following your steps.
Okay.
So look this guy. Like it was insane. Like I'm so like happy. I'm a little bit sad because I don't touch your door. I want to, but I know you're gonna kill it tomorrow, and I'm gonna change your tires. So with this guy over there, with this guy over there. Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
was so-
No, we need to play. We need to play. We need to
that
play
was so
more.
sick.
We need to
That
play
was
more.
so fucking
That
fun.
was fun.
No,
It was-
thank you.
I give you a good clean run.
It was
Yeah.
epic. It was
Okay,
epic.
so
Because
here's the thing, right?
I have so many problems with the car, like with the throttle pedal and all that stuff.
When
No,
I
you were
talk
solid.
to him, I go, you know the driver that you're going against, like back off, go hard on them. They give a clean run, da da da. Always with you, always. With
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You know he's gonna give a.
No, I know. Elliot, he was the same. He's like, dude, he's a little bit slower than you, but he have the pace. He's there. He's gonna. I'm like, okay, I know. You know, like we're gonna do the best.
Yeah.
So
That's
thank
what
you.
we were in the max where it's like, it's Margaritas. You know how he drives. He's hard. He's consistent. You just got to give it to him. So I was like, I'm gonna give it every ounce that I had.
That was
So
that
thank
was
you for
that
down
was
fucking
dope.
with
That
Lion.
was dope. Thank you,
That was
thank you.
fun.
That was good. That was good. It's real. It's and now the real quality of good people to have in your team is that. Look at that. They're working. They're working on the car. They're working to fix the car. See what is the problem. Make it right for me tomorrow. And my diamond here.
What am I?
The diamond.
My diamond.
My speaker.
The voice.
I love the voice.
The voice.
He was calming me down. He was talking to me. It's very incredible to have actually driver
Yeah.
to talk to you because you are on this position and it's so sick. I used to have Michael Essa spot for me and he was exactly the opposite than you. He was telling me like less.
Yeah.
But because we like to talk,
I talk too much.
we both like to talk.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You know us.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he was excited, but not excited. But he was want to tell me his real feedback, like it's what is going on his
Yeah,
brain.
and not for you to miss something.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't- Because the worst thing is you trying to say 2 things or 3 things, and you only hear one, and you're like, shit. You
Yes.
didn't get the second part.
No, you do a great job. Thank you so much. I know.
We can both do better though.
Yes,
right?
yes,
what
yes.
it
We're
is.
gonna do better, but yeah, the whole thing is, you know, to do what we like, and I want to
Have
push
fun.
people to make your dream come true. Like whatever you want to do it because
Sure.
we are not rich.
Yeah.
He's a doctor. He's my real doctor.
Yeah.
That's my doctor. I'm a doctor, right?
Yeah.
He's a doctor.
He's the LS doctor.
He's my actually doctor. So it's like, you know, and we all trying and we working Monday to Friday. And, you know, now we are here and we do what we do, right? So, yeah, peace out. I don't know. We can drive tomorrow, technically.
I
so
think so.
we
It's called a
might.
jam session, not practice. So
Correct.
jam
So
session is jam
we might
session.
go jam some tires.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we can drive tomorrow, probably. So if you are there, come say hi, and I might move the car on the booth or somewhere so we can actually go and see you guys. So thank you.
Thank you.